What is going on, New York Giants fans? Welcome back to another video. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. Turn on that notification button so you get notified when a live stream pops, video drops. Notifications for the channel. I had a video come out earlier today about the Joey Gallo trade. My apologies to the people that were looking forward to that video. I had a lot of issues with my computer. Accidentally did something, and there's some issues where I'm recording about, pipes and shit. I have no idea. But with that being said, notifications about the channel. 8:10 p.m. Boys and Big Apple podcast tomorrow. As usual, that's going to be our normal day now. And we're going on Clutch B-Ball's channel for the first round of the NBA draft. The second round will be on our channel. Clutch B-Ball has some stuff to do after the first round, so we'll be covering the second round. But feel free to join us. Let's talk about this Kelvin Benjamin stuff. Yesterday, and I'll start from chronological events. So, beat reporters were reporting that Kelvin Benjamin just walked off the field after a conversation with Joe Judge and Dave Gettleman. And then something happened. Wes Steinberg, I hate to give the credits, but he fooled the entire national media into thinking there was a few outrages there. And thinking, oh, there was a heated discussion, this, that, and the other thing, blah, 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 blah. So everybody believed it, and that there was this huge outburst, whatever. So everybody believed it, and after a while, everybody, caught on to it and said, this is a hoax. Anyway, so we go later into the day, and this is just my thoughts. I don't know what everybody else is experiencing, but this is my thoughts. Later in the day, I see my friend Sean, send me a post about Kelvin Benjamin saying something to Zach Rosenblatt about Joe Judge and stuff like that. And I knew they released him. Once the thing about walking off the field after practice or during practice, I said he's going to be cut. I mean, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So Sean sends me the post. I'm like, what the hell is this? So I watched Talkin' Giants video. I actually looked at the article myself, and I have a couple of excerpts, but I'll give the background first. Kelvin Benjamin, in his career, he was, I believe, a first-round pick of Dave Gettleman going back to 2014. He had a total of 73 receptions, 1,008 yards, and 9 touchdowns. The following year, he had 63 receptions, 941 yards, and 7 touchdowns. Then he played with the Bills and the Panthers in 2017, 2018 with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills as well. Just stats went down from there. So he was trying to make the conversion to the tight end position, and a lot of players have been trying to do that to kind of revive the careers. Logan Thomas is one of them. Tim Tebow is one of them. Both are quarterbacks. Benjamin was never a quarterback. So here's the background. Of course, I'll read some excerpts kind of to quote it, but here's the situation. So he came in at 265 in minicamp. Mandatory minicamp, 265 pounds. The Giants coaching staff, whatever staff, training staff, whatever, they told him, listen, to play the tight end position that we need you to play, we're going to need you at 251 pounds. We need you to lose 14 pounds. So, obviously, as a tight end, and this comes up as a question mark / issue in the article, but I'll kind of, I would say, specify it a little bit for the people that are confused. So he comes in at 268 pounds. He doesn't lose 14 pounds. Hell, if you lost a couple of pounds, I'm not in that vibe. I don't know what the players are doing to kind of lose weight in the amount of time. I know Will Hernandez, he lost 20 pounds. Also, as an update, real quickly, New York Giants fans, Taquan Mizell was cut. Obviously, I said he would be out for the season probably if the Giants kept him on IR long enough. And Shane Lemieux, he got carted off with a knee injury. So hopefully that's not an ACL or one of those season-ending injuries. I really hope not, because I was really looking forward to see what this line would be this year. Hopefully somebody like Zach Fulton or Kyle Murphy could come in if that happens. But once again, that's just a little update. With that being said, going back to the Benjamin subject, let's take a look at the article. So Zach Rosenblatt, obviously for NJ.com. As for Judge, Benjamin does not seem as a long-lasting head coach in the NFL. Now, I'm going to possibly be going out of chronological order. I probably will leave an article link down below. If I don't, then, I'll probably have it on like a Twitter or something. So, after that, here's what Benjamin said on Judge. I have a perspective on Joe Judge. He's not a coach that can ever win a Super Bowl because he sits there and cusses all day. You can tell he's one-sided about everything. He's a know-it-all. That's not how it's supposed to work. We all can learn from each other. We're all humans at the end of the day. The true colors will come out. So I got about 5 pages worth of article here, and I'm not even joking. Makes sense? So I'll read some more quotes, and then I'll talk about my thoughts on it. And then this was later in the article. It was just like they were trying to sabotage me to get me out of there, Benjamin told NJ Advanced Media in a phone interview on Wednesday night. Benjamin blasted Judge for the way things played out, calling his brief stint with the team a hoax and declaring Judge doesn't have what it takes to lead the Giants to a championship. Benjamin said this: I just felt from day one, once I stepped on the field, once I put on the colors, he never liked me, Benjamin said. He didn't even want me here. Also, he said this: I don't want to bash anyone, but I felt like Joe has it in for me, or had it in for me, to get me, since I walked in that team building. It never felt right. That guy never even had a conversation with me until they signed me. Until the day that they signed him. My mistake on that one. At the beginning of Wednesday's practice, Benjamin jogged out for warm-ups, only for Judge to pull him aside. The two spoke for a few minutes. Eventually, Gettleman joined them. After the 3 men engaged in an animated discussion, Benjamin ripped off his helmet and left the field. He was cut a few hours later. That I didn't know. Maybe there was some truth to the Steinberg thing. Who the hell knows? So, he also said this. I think I have another page of it. But after, and this is also during the discussion training camp, Judge said to him, we're going to fine you for being 17 pounds overweight. Then Benjamin said, how are you going to do that? I said, meaning quoting him, so you want me to be a smaller tight end than when I played wide receiver? He had nothing to say. He quieted down. And obviously I told you guys the backstory, that how he was supposed to lose weight and he gained 3 pounds instead, which is, not really great. And some other background stuff. But Benjamin passed the Giants conditioning test Tuesday, he said. The test consists, and this is for tight ends, the test consists of the player completing 20 50-yard dashes in under 7 seconds. Benjamin said he completed those tests and didn't hear anything about the Giants being unhappy with his weight. So he ran out for practice, blah, 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 and obviously said the fining stuff. And then Benjamin said this: he didn't even talk to me Tuesday, which was the day before I think the incident happened. The day before practice, he didn't bring all this up. They were not on the field, or at least not doing, drills and stuff. They were just getting settled in. It was the first day of training camp. I just felt like the dude didn't even like me. Mr. Gettleman knew exactly what went down. Everybody in the building was telling me I looked great. I was feeling good. It's crazy how they twisting the narrative about everything like it's a joke. They make it seem like we don't even matter. That's the thing about humanity, man. Benjamin said Judge also told him that he purposefully didn't practice at points during minicamp, a claim Benjamin denied to Judge. The second-year head coach told Benjamin this was a second strike and he had one more chance. Ugh. Then Benjamin said, what do you want me to do? I'm like, quoting him, of course, I'm trying everything I can to be here. You won't even let me on the field to show what I could do. I played receiver at 268 pounds, and I almost had 1,000 yards in 2015. This article says in 2016, it actually was in 2014. He had over 1,000 yards, but he did have almost 1,000 going back to the stats in 2016. So yeah, he was about 50-something yards away from having 1,000 yards. With that being said, so he continues to say, so why do you want me to come back at 251 as a tight end? So here are his plans. So he plans to move back to Florida and try and relax and just get back into living life. That's the biggest reason why I walked away from football in the first place. A lot of it ain't real. It ain't real. It's a lot of fake narratives. All I ever wanted to do was play football. I came from a small town, not too many people make it out of But everything is a joke now. Everybody's always funny. At some point, we have to grow up as humans. So here's my initial thoughts on this whole Kelvin Benjamin situation. He thinks this is a joke. He thinks this isn't, this opportunity, he thinks this is a joke. I can't stand for players who think this is a joke. If you lost weight, and once again, going back to the references, gain 3 pounds instead of losing 14. I don't know what the process is. Will Hernandez, if I mentioned it already, I'm going to mention it again, lost 20 pounds this whole offseason, changed his routine because obviously something wasn't working for him. Obviously, because he hasn't been a good guard the last 2 seasons. But Kelvin Benjamin, you're trying to work your way back into the league, and the coach asks you to lose 14 pounds as an extra incentive. Not really an incentive, but you could get onto the roster that way. You could find a way to get on the roster. And you defy the order, and you absolutely flip out on the coach. Here's the thing, buddy. Because you spoke to the media about this, now, I don't know who reached out to who. I don't give a flying rat's ass. Because you spoke to the media about this, everybody's going to see you as, well, this guy's taking his opportunity as a joke. Why would we sign him? So, buddy, you're probably out of the league. You're probably done. Your football career is probably done right now. You probably have to go find a job at, like, Popeyes or something, buddy. You could be a coach maybe at a high school or something, but with that attitude, people are going to question your resume, and people are going to question your attitude. Oh, why didn't you take this seriously? There was also a thing, how he got on the field, obviously, and Joe Judge obviously had that conversation, he walked off. Okay, maybe he should have not let him get dressed and then talk to him, But you're taking this opportunity as an absolute joke, and how should the coaches see it? You taking it seriously? They should just say, oh, let's give him a free roster pass. Absolutely not. And we need a hard coach. We need hard coaches in the sports industry. Football, basketball, baseball, and hockey. I don't even watch hockey. My point is, there's too many soft coaches like Aaron Boone, Steve Nash, and all these other people across sports. They don't curse enough. They don't get hard on their players enough and wonder why those players are not pushed to the fullest extent. Aaron Boone, he's a softie, he's a puppet. That's what he is. When Stanton strikes out, when Sanchez strikes out, when Torres mishaps a ball at shortstop, he doesn't get on their ass. He says, well, I saw some good things. Joe Judge, though he's vanilla at times in his press conferences, I'd rather that than somebody stuttering, I don't know. I'm tired of the Shermer McAdoo shit. And it's not like, oh, he's trying to be hard right now compared to last year. No, he's been hard this whole time. Kelvin Benjamin is effectively joining the anti-Joe Judge train with Mike Silver, Mark Colombo, and some of those other idiots. And it's all going to be controversy, which creates talking points, which creates money, because, oh, he's a part of the Belichick tree. And I don't understand how he can't take hard coaching. From what I'm to understand, Ron Rivera is a hard coach. He was a hard coach in Carolina. And I'm pretty sure he cursed a couple of times as well, because I saw there was a thing that came out shortly before the Giants hired Joe Judge, actually shortly before Ron Rivera was hired by the Washington football team, that he was like cursing in the locker room at halftime. And David Mayo was actually there. But my point is this. You're going to say Ron Rivera, oh, he's a good coach, or, you accepted his cursing, but not Joe Judge because he doesn't have an established resume. And he's not going to ever win a championship. Buddy, I'm pretty sure you were out the year that they won a championship or tried winning a championship in 2015, but that they lost to the Broncos. So, you know what, buddy? There's a lot of people that would kill to be in your situation right now. Small town players, undrafted free agents. No, but also the NFL, PA, should obviously take recognition of this. They won't, though, because this is a spoiled baby brat taking advantage of the situation, but you guys are going to cut preseason games for the undrafted free agents and a lot of those other people that are actually wanting these opportunities. Sorry for the stuttering. Wanting these opportunities to get on a roster. But you're going to let this spoiled baby brat, say, oh, well, please. Enough. He was not making the roster to begin with. And going back to the whole tight end thing, he said, oh, you want me to play tight end at 251? I played receiver at 268. Well, you're a fat receiver at 268. There's no doubt about that, okay? We're not expecting you to be 190, but 268 is pretty fat for a freaking receiver. And with that being said, you're not going to be a blocking tight end. If they wanted a blocking tight end in the preseason or even in the regular season, they would put Toilolo there. They'd probably put Caden Smith there. They'd probably put Kyle Rudolph there as the blocking tight ends with the first or second team or whatever team. They would put them there, not you, because I'm pretty sure why would they put somebody to block, how many times in a preseason game because you're transitioning? They would, but they wouldn't do it 1,000 times out of 1,000. Doesn't make a lot of sense. And you're a receiving tight end probably if you make the roster. Oh, that's right, you didn't because you decided to, out Joe Judge to him and Dave Gettleman, and you decided to rat to the media. And also that thing is, even if you try an opportunity, Kelvin Benjamin, you're probably not going to get one because a lot of people are probably picking up on this. They respect Joe Judge. Unless some things come out like 2 years from now saying, oh, well, Joe Judge was a bad coach, his players didn't really buy in, whatever. The players buy in right now. But a lot of people across this league respect Joe Judge. And whenever a player, shits on Joe Judge, very rarely, and this is the first player we've seen, they're going to say, well, you know what, this guy, nobody else is, really shitting on Joe Judge. Everyone else is buying into him. What the hell is this guy's problem? He's had a weight problem his whole career. So it doesn't make any sense. But with that being said, guys, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, turn on that notification button so you're notified when live stream pops, video drops. I had that Yankee video earlier today. Check it out, guys. Be sure to do that. Boys in the Big Apple, 8:10 p.m. Friday. That's going to be our normal day. And Clutch B-Ball is hosting the draft live stream for the first round. We'll be on it. And then the second round, we're coming back here. So appreciate you guys. See you later. Peace out and stay cool. All right, so something I forgot to add in as I'm watching these terrible Yankees losing like 14-0, whatever, is that Kelvin Benjamin, one of the things he didn't like about the Giants is that they didn't feature him on social media. Wow, what a diva. I mean, usually you get the wide receivers in this league who are divas, the quarterbacks or whoever, but man, you suck. What rights do you have to be a diva like that? And I said this earlier in the video that basically this is ruining his opportunity for other teams because a lot of coaches respect Joe Judge. But it's just, he's ruining his own career, that anything he has of it left. And, why are the Giants, social media not featuring me? I haven't, dropped any passes. It's mini camp, it's training camp for a reason, buddy. If Taekwon Mizell ran for a touchdown in 7-on-7 drills, or Darius Slayton caught a touchdown, or I don't know. But if you're talking individual drills, you have to work your way up either way. It's not just, oh my God, I catch a pass. Wow, so cool. But mandatory mini camps and training camps, when David Sills and Benjamin Victor were catching passes, they were catching touchdown passes in practice. They had to work their way up. Not you, buddy. You just sat there and ate your Popeyes and complained, oh, well, this team has it in for me. You know what, buddy? Please. A lot of topics to talk about on the Boys in Big Apple podcast. Definitely coming at 8:10 p.m. Fridays. Obviously, once again, guys, just draft stream tonight. First round of Clutch B-Balls stream, and then second round, we're coming back here. So, peace out, guys.